You already know that Hindenburg is a powerful digital audio workstation for your podcast, but did you know that you can also use it to create the MP3 tags you're going to want to attach to your finished file before uploading? If you've been using a separate tool like PA Software's ID3 editor, which is a great tool, there's actually no reason to continue with that once you have Hindenburg. In this short video, I'm going to show you exactly where to go and what to do to be able to create your ID3 tags or MP3 tags using Hindenburg. And when we're done, you'll be able to do this too. So in front of me, I have an open session. It's a file that will be edited, but it's not currently edited, but that doesn't matter. It's going to work great as an example for us right here. In order to build the MP3 tags, I'm going to go to File, Properties, and then here where it says General, I'm going to click that little drop down and select Podcast. You'll see now that I have a different menu of options. And I'll just very quickly go through these, and as I'm going through them, I'm going to fill in some data or some information. So episode is where the title goes. Subtitle is where the subtitle goes. Podcast is the name of your show. Episode number is the episode number that you're working on. So this will be episode 1. Well, actually, it's going to be 254 because that's the one I'm working on right now. Keywords would be any keywords you might want to attach. I don't usually do that, so I'm not going to fill those in. Image is where you're going to grab the image to attach to your show. And I had one ready to go. Let's see, right here. Just going to drop that in. This is the image that I would use for my show. You see that drops that right there. Author will be you. Owner will be you. Summary, not surprisingly, where the summary goes. Date is when you expect to publish this. And I will assume that that's going to publish today. Or tomorrow, rather. Explicit. For more information about the clean versus explicit information, you're going to want to look at the Apple Podcast requirements for what specifies each type. My show is always clean, so I always select clean. Copyright is where you'll put your copyright information. Or I'll put your name in there. How's that? Your email. And your feed URL. So that the feed URL is the URL that you would have sent to Apple Podcasts or any podcast directory. This is all the information that you would need to tag your show, and I'm going to hit OK. Now, when I hit Export, and I'm using Pro, but it's going to do the same kind of thing, I'm going to choose the location where I want that to go. And this one is in Recorded. And I'm going to create a new folder just for testing. I'm going to drop it right there, and I'm going to export this as an MP3. Stereo 128 really doesn't matter at this point. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the normalization just to make it a little bit quicker. And when I save that, it's going to export it. I'll go ahead and pause the video and come back when it's done exporting, and then we'll take a look at the file that's done. Okay, so the export is done. Now we're going to go take a look at the file that was exported. And I've gone to the folder that we dropped that in. You can already see that we have the image applied just like we would expect. I'm going to go ahead and pull that MP3 file into the PA Software ID3 editor, which is the one that I used to use. We're just going to take a look at the tags. So we can see that it put the episode number here, the title, you as the author, your show, the summary, all of the necessary information has already been applied when we exported that to Hindenburg, or from Hindenburg rather. Where this becomes really valuable is if you really want to streamline your workflow, instead of exporting, you might publish it to Libsyn or Blueberry or wherever you publish your episodes. And when you do that, it's basically one click because you've filled in the information for the ID3 tags, or you've told it where you want to publish it. Then you just hit export or publish, and it takes care of the rest. It gets it all there ready for you to go, and then you can go through the process of scheduling and filling out your show notes. So in this quick video, we covered how to apply the MP3 tags using Hindenburg rather than a different third-party tool. If you found this valuable or you know somebody who would find it valuable, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up And I'd really appreciate it if you'd go ahead and share this with somebody that you think might benefit from it so that they can take advantage of this too. If you enjoy using Hindenburg or you'd like to know more about it, we have a community on Facebook you might be interested in joining. Visit hindyusers.com. We'd be glad to connect with you there and answer your questions about Hindenburg, as well as providing any additional insight and maybe even learning something from you. Be great to have you right there. hindyusers.com. Look